It's time! It's time! It's prime time!
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Maketoys Striker MANUS. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have Striker MANUS striking a pose. On this side of the box, we have Striker MANUS again. On the other side of the box, we have his truck mode. On the bottom, warning, please don't eat anything in this box. I'm assuming that's what it says. On the top of the box, you just have Cross Dimension, Striker MANUS, and on the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. He does this, that, the other. You have Alternative Form, Armory, and Action! Action! And that's basically it for the packaging. And included in the packaging is a comic book right here with some comic booky stuff and art and pictures and words and you fool! And all that stuff going on, and some pictures of Striker MANUS and some other releases, some of their masterpiece releases here, Hellfire, Gundog, the Jazz that they just showed prototype pics of not that long ago, Hummel, which looks like a bumblebee, which I'm assuming will be part of this line, and you know, Despotron, Meteor, and some Seekers with Dinobot bits on them. This is just disturbing. Starscream with like Grimlock's head on his shoulder, and Grimlock's head is skewered on his sword. That's disturbing. I don't know what's going on here, but that But anyway, there you have that. And you also get this card right here with a picture of Striker MANUS, and on the back you get an augmented reality token. And I'm going to show off how this works because this is pretty cool. Let's put this up to the side. So if you download the Maketoys app, which is right here, you can download this on iOS. I don't know if it's available for Android because I don't own any Android devices, but I know it's on iOS. But if you download the Maketoys app and you tap right up here, and then you click on Augmented Reality, and this just tells you how it works, and you just X this out, and you use your camera here, and what you do is you just scan the QR code here, so you just put it in front of your camera, and when you do that, and you set it down, let's see if I can do this, you can actually see Rioter Despotron right there in 3D, and that's really pretty freaking cool. And you actually can like pan around the toy. I won't be able to do that good a job because I can't move the camera with it, but that's pretty cool. And if you tap him, there you go, he'll transform into his gun mode, and again you can just like pan around it, and yeah, that's that's freaky. That's freaky, but it's cool. That is really, really cool. So there you go. That's what their Rioter Despotron is going to look like. I think they have him mistransformed because it looks like that cannon's supposed to be pointed the other way. I don't know, but anyway, yeah. I just thought that was really cool, so I thought I would take the time there to show that off. But enough with that. Now let's get down to the figure itself, and let's get back down here to ground level. There we go. So here is Striker MANUS, which is their take on Optimus Prime. As you can see, he is a red and blue truck. Mind blown. Yes, he's a red and blue truck. Are you surprised? I am. I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. But this is a really, really cool figure. I do quite like this. Now, as far as his truck mode goes, it's weird. It's a very weird truck mode. I still don't know how I feel about this truck mode. It's like, I like it, but I don't, but I do, but I don't. I don't know how to feel about this. It's just, it's weird. It's a weird looking truck mode. If I tell myself it's a space truck, it makes total sense. Then I'm like, okay, I'm on board. But if I try to look at it in terms of an actual Earth truck, then I'm like, no, that's just weird and off and just looks wrong in so many ways. But when I tell myself it's a space truck, perfect. So that's what I'm going with, space truck. But anyway, let's get in close here so we can see the details. You have some nice silver paint right here for the headlights, as well as some yellow. Nice silver across the front bumper. The grille is done in a silver plastic. Right up here, you do have transclearance blue windshields with a lot of molded detailing underneath, which is really nice. Looks like there's like a matrix in there. Some other doodads and thingamabobs and, you know, those things that make them work, you know. And you also have the same thing on these side windows as well. You do have some gunmetal gray. Yeah, some silver there on the rims. You got some gunmetal gray in there, some silver. Very nicely done. You got the smokestacks here, which are also weapons. Those will double as weapons. And we'll get to that when we get to robot mode. You got some more gunmetal gray in here with some nice molded details. Got the rear wheels. Got some more silver going on there. And the back. Underneath, you know, you can see pretty much, obviously, these are going to be his legs. And, yeah, these wheels do not roll. These inside wheels don't roll. These are just a solid piece. This is just for symmetry in robot mode. But, yeah, all in all, though, very nicely done. Again, it's a weird-looking truck mode, but, again, space truck. It's a space truck. He rolls as a thing with wheels should. It doesn't roll too smoothly. It's still... It slides a bit more than it rolls. You can hear it. But, it's okay. So there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with Combiner Wars, Voyager Prime. And you can see he is pretty much Voyager-sized. So there you have that. And here he is with Classics Optimus Prime. So you can see how they look together. And again, pretty much Voyager-sized in his truck mode. So there you go. So yeah, nothing left to do but get down to transformation, shall we? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this top piece right here. Just untab that. And just slide that out. Put that off to the side for now. And now we will get to work. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come to these side panels right here. They're tabbed into the back of these canisters right here. So you just want to kind of bring this up and then just pull it back. It's on a double hinge. Just take that, bring it back like that. And bring that one back as well. Just push that back. The hinge is pretty stiff on mine. There we go. And there you have that. And then you want to take these canisters here and you just want to bring them back, which will untab that section. There you go. So that frees that up. And then you want to come here and you want to untab these side panels right here. And you can slide them forward, bring it down. Untab. Slide that forward, bring it down. And there you go. So now, at this point, we can take the arms and bring them out like that. And then the arm just clips in right there. Come in here, flip out his hand, bring this panel down, and then the shoulder here will tab in right there. Just bring that in, tab that into place, bring the arm down, rotate the bicep swivel so everything's oriented properly. And at this point, you just want to bring the arm out like this just to keep it out of the way. So, second verse, same as the first. Just bring the arm out. Close that up. Flip out the fist. Bring that down. Tab in the shoulder. Rotate up the bicep. Bring that arm up. Just keep it out of the way. Make sure that stays down. And there we have the arms all done. So at this point now we can take the front grille and just bring that down. We're going to take these sections here and just angle it up, whoop, like that, and then just shift it up like that. Just take that, bring it up, shift it up, and there you go. At this point now we're going to take this assembly here. This was tabbed in, but it kind of untabbed itself while I was doing things. But you want to take that, untab that, and just shift this upward. And then take this panel and swing that around. And that will just tab in right there. There you have his head. And at this point now, you're going to take this whole upper torso assembly, rotate it to 180, and then you just want to bring it forward and down on that double hinge. Just like that. And at that point, you can just take this grill, bring that up against his back. And there you go. And now you can take this whole assembly here and just bring it up on this hinge like so. And there you go. You can finish pushing that down if it's not all the way down yet. And there you have that. Let me raise up a little bit. Excuse me. Meow. There we go. So at this point now we will work on his legs. So split the legs. And you want to untab this section right here. That tabs in pretty securely. And just bring that out for now. And then you want to untab this section right here. See, it just tabs in right there. And just bring this down like that. And then you want to bring this back up. And these two tabs will go into these slots right there. Just line that up. This is on a double hinge, so make sure you just have everything lined up. You want to bend it at this hinge right here. And that will line up. Tab in. And there you have your foot all done. Now you just kind of want to work with these joints here. You have a hinge in here also, so you kind of want to bring the foot back and then bring it up. And there you go. And once you've done that, you want to take the leg, bring it out, shift it up, and that will lock into place up here. A nice sturdy click. And there you have a leg all done. Second verse, much like the first. Untab. Bring that down, untab that section, it already did. Thank you very much for doing the work for me. And then just bring the foot up on that hinge there, tab it in, and then just orient the foot properly, right there. And then you just bring it down, snap, into place. And the last step here is you can see the thighs are offset, you just take that and just slide that over. Boop. Slide that into place. Slide it into place. And there you go. Now the legs are all done, and the final things you have to do here is just take these canisters on the side, just rock them up, and take these panels right here and rotate them up to complete the crotch section. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you have Striker MANUS in his robot mode. And I really like this figure. I really dig his robot mode. It's just such a cool, just interesting, unique design. I really, really dig this. I definitely get kind of like an anime super robot vibe from this. I don't know. I really dig this. I really love the design of this figure. I really do. It looks so cool. So cool in my opinion. So let's get in close here so we can look at the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Nicely done. You do get some gunmetal gray right there on the sides. On the head crest. Nice blue eyes. And all around, just a very nicely done head sculpt. Very primey. It looks good. It looks very, very good. And you can see you got some silver there on the shoulders. You got some silver and gold there on the forearms. He's got his bazillion ab muscles. You got some gold in there. Got some yellow right there. And yeah, all around very nicely done. Very cool. And it's a nice clean transformation. You know, he just has this little bit right here. That's really just kind of sticking out. I do wish this kind of clipped in a little more flush to his back, but that's pretty much it. These panels right here, they might bother some people. They don't bother me at all, and they do have some of that gunmetal gray in there, which is nice. And yeah, I really like this figure. I really love the design of this guy. He looks so cool. This, to me, honestly, I think this would have been a good look for Movie Prime. I think this would have worked perfectly in the movies. It does kind of have it does have that little bit of movie aesthetic too. It's you know, they could have used this design for the movies, and that would have been great. Probably would have made a lot, you know, probably would have made people a lot happier than the actual design of Movie Prime. Even though I have no problem with the design of Movie Prime, but yeah, I think that's really, really cool. Now, articulation-wise, this guy is like super articulated. His head is on a ball joint. You get a very good range of movement. He can look up very far. He can look down. He can wibble-wobble from side to side. Obviously, a full 360. The shoulders are on a ball joint, so they can do a full 360. Hey, you stay down. The key to these is that you have to make sure they're pushed all the way down, otherwise it will flop around on you. But they can do a full 360. They can go in and out. Ooh, these are meant to come off. Don't be alarmed. The arms can come out all the way, and you also have a little bit of forward and backward movement on that ball joint as well. But if you want even more forward movement on the shoulder, you can just bring this whole thing forward like that, and you can get a lot of forward movement there. And if you actually untab the arm altogether, you can get his arm going right across his chest. So, yeah. You can't say his arm articulation is limited, because it's definitely not. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have a full elbow bend. It looks like this is supposed to be a double jointed elbow, but this doesn't move. It's just this bottom joint, but it still gives you a nice deep elbow bend regardless. You do have a wrist swivel. The hands can open and close. The index finger is an individual piece, and the other 3 fingers are just one molded piece. So you have that. He does have a waist swivel. He does have an ab crunch due to transformation, and when I say ab crunch, I mean ab crunch, like all the way. And of course that's due to transformation, but that's cool that it's there. So there you have that. Legs can go forward that far, can go back that far. He can do pretty much the full splits. He has a swivel. He does have a double jointed knee. So he has a nice full bend there. And the feet, they can move up, they can move down. You have a lot of joints in there to work with. And you have, more ankle tilt than you really need. So this guy is very, very poseable. And of course these pieces right here can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement as well. So yeah, this guy is like super poseable too. Very cool, very poseable, very playable. I mean, you can take him. My favorite pose to put him in has been just to, it's basically a pose from the box because it just looks really cool. You can just kind of have him just kind of crouch down and just kind of use that ab crunch there. Just get him going and, boom, right there. And he holds that pose perfectly. That's just really, really cool. He's just a very cool, very poseable, very playable figure. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. I really like this guy. I really do. And it's funny because originally I wasn't planning on picking this guy up either. When I first saw the pictures of it, I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling it. But then once I started seeing reviews pop up and actually seeing how this guy works and seeing him in hand, I fell in love with it. And I was like, yeah, I have to get this. And I am so glad I did. So glad I did. So there you go. Now, of course, we do still have this piece hanging out, and this can become his weapon. You just take these 2 panels right here, fold them in, take this piece, bring it up, and then take this section here and fold that down. And then you just want to push out to this section right here. Push that out, slide that out. You can bring that up the rest of the way. And then you flip out this section right here. And there you have his gun, which is much like the classics version, where the wind vane becomes a gun. A very nice looking gun. Yeah, a little bit of silver right there. Silver plastic, it's not silver paint, but still looks good. And this figure does have the same method of holding weapons as their masterpiece figures. You can see the slot right there on the base of his palm. And the handle of the gun, you can see, has grooves on either side there. So you just take that and just slot that in, and there you go. And he does hold it dead solid. I mean, even with his hand wide open, I mean, he doesn't drop it. So I love that method. I honestly wish that Hasbro and Takara would adopt this method because it works. It's just a dead solid connection. It's just really, really good. So it's just a good idea. That's all it is. It's just a good idea. But yeah, I have that. Now, of course, these smokestacks do become weapons, as you can see. You can just untab these, and you can hold them as little axes. You can see they have a nice transparent orange blade. Actually, the whole thing is done out of the transparent plastic, but it's just painted over with the gunmetal gray. Yeah, some nice detail there. And these also have that same method. You can see the groove right there in the handle. And you just take it and you just slot it into his hand. Although, these are a little hard to get in. There we go. Let's give him that. And now he has some little battle axes. And if you want to, this is pretty cool. You can take them both and they interconnect like this. You can get a cool, you have to bring this down lower. There you go. You can interconnect to make a little double-bladed battle axe. And that's pretty cool. That makes for a cool little weapon. So I dig that. I dig that very much. Well, me personally, I just like leaving them on his shoulders as smokestacks. But it's cool that you have the option of using them as weapons as well. Just plug those in. Well, there you go. But yeah, man, this figure's really cool. So yeah, now for comparison. Here he is with Combiner Wars Voyager Prime. You can see he's actually a little bit taller than Combiner Wars Prime. Here he is with Classics Optimus Prime. You can see he's way bigger than Classics Prime. So yeah, that's... And just because here he is with Toy World's Hegemon, their Megatron, you can see he's a little bit taller. A little bit taller than Hegemon. So there you go. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I really love this figure. Like I said earlier, I wasn't intending on picking this up. I really wasn't planning to get this guy, and then I started seeing reviews, and people were just gushing about him, not only in reviews, but on Twitter. People have been gushing about this figure. And, you know, I decided, you know what, I'll go for it. I'll see what all the hype is about. And, you know what? Yeah, they were right. This guy is awesome. He is an awesome figure. And I definitely do not regret my purchase. This is... For me, anyway, this is money well spent. I definitely do not regret my purchase. This is a really cool figure. I love the design. I love just how poseable he is. He's very playable. I mean, he's more playable than most just regular action figures that I own. You know, he just plays like a really good action figure. And that's just really, you got some schmutz there on your shoulder, Prime. Get that off there. But, yeah, just overall a really cool figure. The truck mode, I'm still iffy about, but his robot mode, I personally have no complaints. I think it's awesome, but that is just me. Of course, everything is based on your taste, your preferences. If you want it, pick it up. If not, hey, don't. What do I care? I bought it. I loved it. That's all that matters. So, there you have that. So, if you would like a Striker, Manus, or any of Maketoys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out MGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Maketoys Striker Manus, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. It's good to finally be home. What a rough day at the office. I only got to kill 3 people today. Bummer. So, Wave, what's on TV? What are you doing here? Well, I was just in the neighborhood. Thought I'd stop by. Why? I mean, why? I don't know. I just wanted to talk. I mean, all we do is fight. We never just chat anymore. Chat. You want to chat? Yeah, why not? Okay, fine. Let's chat. Cool. So, what did you do today? Well, I got to kill a couple people. Not as many as I would like, but, you know, it is what it is. That's just wrong. You're evil. You're an evil person. Yes, I'm pretty sure we established that a long time ago. So, what about you? What did you do today? Oh, you know the usual. Defend justice and freedom across the galaxy. That is so boring. What? Get out. Just get out before your goody-goody cooties rub off on me. I don't think there's such a thing as goody-goody cooties, and if there was, I would want them to rub off on you because you need it. See, now this is why we don't chat. Now go! Whatever, it's your loss. I'm a great chatter. Bye! Seriously, is someone just leaving the front door open? We really need to beef up security around here.